Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a haul which is a different kind of haul because it's not just makeup based. There's a little bit of makeup in here, but it is predominantly skincare. Now obviously you've seen from the title, this video is about the company called The Ordinary. Now The Ordinary is I actually don't know how long they've been around, because I'll be honest with you, the reason I was introduced to Ordinary is through my friend Selena, who is Miss Beauty Addict on YouTube, that I'm sure some of you guys may follow, or you've seen her on my social media with me when we went to New York, etc. Anyway, she's been telling me about this brand for quite a while, and I'll be very honest with you guys, I'm not really big on skincare, but what I really mean is when it comes to ingredients and what is good and what is not good, everything's got like a 15-letter name, like hyaluronic, chloride, acidic, da da da. Like, I'm sure many of you guys are like me, like, what does that even mean? Like, is it good or is it not good? Does it keep my skin fresh, moisturized, spot free? That's all I'm really interested in. There's so many brands out there trying to confuse us with all these kind of marketing terminologies and more professional sounding kind of scientific names. It can get really confusing, and I'll be very honest with you, a lot of the big brands out there, especially like the drugstore big brands that do these adverts and say this has got this much pH of this, and we're all like and we have no idea while we're watching an airbrushed 20-year-old model on screen, and it's like, hello, you know, her skin's perfect already, she's 20 years old. But what about the rest of us out there? What about those of us that are out there trying to do preventative things to keep our skin looking fresh and youthful, or those people that have got problems with their skin and they want to do something about it? We just want to be spoken to like we're a bit stupid, to be honest. And I don't mean that in a bad way, you know what I mean. Dumb it down, simplify it, and just make it easy to understand, rather than giving us all this blurbs and all this spiel that we just don't get. Obviously realise the irony of the stuff that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to be very frank with you, half the stuff that it's about, I don't get it. This is a haul video and I want to show you guys what I bought. So The Ordinary is a brand that, as far as I'm aware, they've not been around for that long. They're actually owned by a company called Deciem. Now I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but that's the box it came in. Deciem, and then it says on the top, The Abnormal Beauty Company. So I ordered my stuff directly from them, but you can buy them at places like Cult Beauty as well. And if you live in London, they have very recently, I don't think it was there when I was last there, which was when was I last in Covent Garden? It wasn't that long ago, but I went in the evening, to be honest. I wasn't looking at shops, I was looking for food. And I do apologise, I sound really weird. I've still got a really bad cold. I've got a horrendously hacking old lady cough, like a witch. So they've opened up their first ever store in Covent Garden. I do believe it's quite a small store, but the next time I'm there, I'm definitely going to check it out. But you can order their stuff online. They're very reasonably priced in terms of shipping as well. So let me just read to you a little bit about who they are. Now, The Ordinary, so firstly, Deciem is the main parent company, and then they own all these other mini kind of brands within that company. So The Abnormal Beauty Company is another, I don't know, it's all confusing, but this one we're talking about is The Ordinary. So it just says here, stripping back unnecessary packaging and misleading ingredients and leaving behind only those pure, potent activates that are proven to deliver visible results. So The Ordinary is able to provide oh no, a word that I can't pronounce. Oh my god, where did my English literature A-level go? Highly efficacious, you know, good products at eye-wideningly responsible prices. So it's been going on around and about for quite a while. Let's see, anything but ordinary. The products make it easy to curate a tailored skincare wardrobe with retinol for unbeatable anti-aging, vitamin C for brilliant brightening, and hyaluronic acid to perfectly plump and hydrate. So I just read that off of Cult Beauty's website. I didn't even go on to Deciem's website, just because that was first what showed up on Google, to be honest. So let me just show you a couple of things that I bought. So they've recently launched some foundations which they call colours. It's under their section called colours, but I got two foundations. So I've actually got 4 sitting here, but I'll show you the ones that I got. This is from 2 separate orders, by the way. So this one is their coverage foundation, it's called, which is basically full coverage, and I bought 2 shades. I bought the shade 2.0 YG, so that stands for yellow green, and 2.1 Y, which stands for yellow. So the reason that I've bought 2, you're probably wondering, let me explain it to you. They are obviously both follow each other in terms of the color chart, 2.0 and then 2.1, so one is right after the other. One is quite dark for me, the other one is very light. There's literally no in between. I'm not really sure how they managed to come up with that one follow the other. There's such a big gap in between those shades that I'm just like, hello, this isn't right. So in terms of their range of foundation shades, I mean, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that is quite a lot of shades. However, I do believe, and I haven't actually been there in person. This is the only way I'm going to be able to see is if I actually go into the shop, because from their website all you've got is a couple of little circles. You can't actually see the bottles in person. But I'm guessing that there's going to be quite a few big gaps in between. So if this is a brand which is newly starting out with foundations, please consider the way that you arrange your shades, because having to buy 2 is annoying. Now, I'll be very honest with you, these are very cheap. They're only £5.90, which is why I didn't mind having to buy 2. But Selena did warn me that if I bought 2.1 Y, which she had, it would probably be a bit dark for me. So to buy the other one as well and see how it works. So which is what I did do. And in the end, I've ended up having to mix 2 of them together to make my own shade. Ideally, I would just like to be able to buy 1. And they've got 21 shades. It says the shades are divided into 3 categories: 1 for fair to lighter tones, 2 for medium tones, and 3 for darker tones. And then each category is classified further by a second digit from 0 to 3 to indicate depth within each category. So mine is obviously like 2.1. and one is 2.0, which is way too light for me. Finally, a letter is added to the shade code to identify the undertone. P for pink, R for red to indicate cool tones for lighter and darker shades. N indicates neutral, Y is for yellow. So obviously I've got 2 Y shades. Well, one is YG, which is yellowy green. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. Not yellow green, yellow gold. I should have really finished reading this before I came on camera. So it says 3 of the shades have an additional letter at the end. S indicates silver highlights. G indicates gold highlights. It's all very confusing, you know, with your 2.1, 0.3, 0.5, Y, G, S, P, A, B, C, D. You know, again, it just gets very, very confusing. So, but first off, I do have to say, because obviously this is a haul video and this is not I will do a separate review on this foundation and the other one that I bought, but I just wanted to share with you these. So as they have said, they keep things really, really basic. So this is a very soft plastic bottle. I can actually squeeze the bottle and it's nothing fancy, it's not over the top. It's probably recyclable from what I can feel the feel of it, which is great, but obviously I'm not going to make that assumption if I'm incorrect. They are both 30ml, which is, it looks tiny, but they are 30ml. So this is the one which is 2.1 Y, which is too dark for me, and then this is the other one which is 2.0 YG, was it? Yeah, 2.0 YG. So how you can look at this one looks almost white, and then this one, even though in the bottle it may look like it's my skin color, it's not, because this is not frosted, but it's slightly frosted. It's got a very matte feel to it, a matte texture. One of the reasons you guys need to realize is that when you buy a lot of makeup, a lot of the price of the product you're paying for is the packaging. Now you can imagine a glass, heavy weighted glass bottle with a fancy pants pump on it, with all these drawings and logos and designs and embossments. All of that costs money. They have literally taken it down to the basic of basic level to reduce the cost that would have to be put onto you, the end user. So I really appreciate that. There's a little pump on the top as well, which is great. And then I also bought 2 of the other foundation which they have, which is called the Serum Foundation, a lightweight serum formula. So let's just say, as that one is a full coverage foundation and this one is probably like a light dewy kind of foundation. I have not used this yet. I've only used it mixed with the other foundation, and today is actually the first time I'm wearing the full coverage one, so I don't really feel it's appropriate for me to do a proper review just yet, but I will definitely do that. Like I said, these are £5.90, which is really cheap. This is a white box which the skincare comes in, and I bought the Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. So it says a hydration support formula with ultra pure vegan hyaluronic acid, and that is what this one looks like. This one comes in a glass bottle and it's got a nice little I won't open it up, but it's got a squeezy what's it called, dropper inside it, and this one is costs also £5.90. I've actually only used this once so far. Again, this order of mine is quite new and I've not had the chance to actually use all of these yet. I've literally just used a couple of these things. I've got a cold, as you can tell, so my nose has been really dry and I've really been a little bit funny about using anything with any kind of chemical in it. Around my nose area, I've literally been using my Egyptian Magic and my eyes have been quite sore as well. So again, I wanted to use something which was completely chemical free, so I did not use these. So all this says is apply a few drops to your face AM or PM before creams. I've only used it the one time and as far as I could see it was okay, but this is one of those things, and a lot of this skincare are the kind of products that you will only see benefits over time. So when people generally tend to do reviews of skincare, I can be a bit skeptical because you generally don't see results in terms of your skin until after about 5 to 6 months, and a lot of these people will use it for a couple of weeks and then base a review off that. Your skin takes a long time to regenerate itself and to make drastic changes, which is why I'm always a bit funny about doing reviews on skincare. I'd rather just like go on Snapchat and say, oh, my skin feels nice or blah blah blah, but to do a genuine review I would have to use this over the space of 6 months, and I'll be very honest with you, that's probably not going to happen. I'll probably find something else that I like and change it up. And I've done a skincare routine which is linked in my info bar, which is stuff that I have been using consistently for many years. So those are tried and tested products. So again, without going too much into details about all the scientific side of things, because I'm useless at that stuff, I'll just read for you what it's supposed to do. Oil-free treatment penetrates deep into skin's layers to deliver... What's that? There's a motorbike outside the door right in front of me. Is it just me, or does it matter where I film? Oh. There's always some sort of flipping noise. I can't even raise my voice now because I think he might hear me. I think it's my neighbour's motorbike. Anyway, as I was saying, this oil-free treatment penetrates deep into skin's layers to deliver intense, long-lasting moisture that swiftly smooths and perfectly plumps, enhanced with a boost of vitamin B5 to increase efficacy. This lightweight serum will leave skin softened and strengthened. So we will see. The first time I used it, it felt like I'd just put water on my face because it disappeared within seconds. Okay, this next scary looking thing that I got, which has dark black red liquid in it like the blood of your exes, is called the AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. It's a mouthful, but in other words, it's a face mask. Now, this one's a little bit scary. I've not used it yet, but the amount of times it says do not do this and do not do that and do that, I'm like, should I be a bit afraid? Because it even says on here, this formula contains a very high concentration of free acids. The Ordinary recommends only if you're an experienced user of acid exfoliation and your skin is not sensitive. I'm not an experienced user of acid exfoliation, but here you guys are freely selling it to the whole public, so I would assume that we are smart enough to follow instructions and learn how to use it ourselves. But it says ideally use in the evening, no more frequently than twice a week. I've not used this yet, by the way. Clean face and wait for it to dry. Do not use on wet skin. Oh my god, can you imagine if you're sweating or something? Is that the same thing? Maybe not. And then you leave on your face and your neck for no more than 10 minutes. No more than 10 minutes. And it says that 3 times. Do not use for more than 10 minutes. So I think they're telling us something. Don't use it for more than 10 minutes. And then you wipe it off. So it says this low viscosity solution is intended to be used as a mask. And be careful, basically. Okay, so let's see how this one goes. Or maybe I'll try it on later on this evening. But I've not, like I said, I've not used it yet. But interesting to use it. It's a 10-minute exfoliating facial. So this one is called the Buffet. And it is a multi-peptide serum because it's got loads of different things in it. It says it's a multi-technology peptide serum. Apply to the entire face in the AM and PM after cleaning. So I actually used this today. I used it underneath my makeup for the first time earlier on this morning. So I washed my face as normal and then I cleansed, toned, moisturized. Then I used this. Then I used my primer, which I will show you in a minute because it is actually from The Ordinary. Then I did the rest of my makeup. So I will again use this every day to see whether it makes any kind of difference. So it says the benefits of this powerful all-in-one treatment tackles multiple signs of aging, featuring a comprehensive array of advanced anti-aging technologies, including hyaluronic acid and matrixyl 3000. Oh my god, doesn't it just sound so futuristic? Oh, and that was probably the most expensive one that I bought. It cost £12.70. Everything here costs probably around and about or under that price. They also sell oils, and I picked up 2 oils. One is 100% organic cold pressed Moroccan Argan Oil. That costs £5.90. And then I got 100% cold pressed virgin Marula Oil, and that one costs £8.10. So this is the Marula Oil. As you can see, it comes in a darker bottle. It's almost like you're in chemistry class or something. It looks like that. And it says that Marula Oil is referred to as a luxury oil by some. I'm assuming that's why it costs so much more than the Argan Oil, which is actually organic, whereas this one does not say it is organic. And it's obtained from the kernels of the fruits of a marula tree. I have no idea what a marula tree, by the way, is. It sounds like a tree to me. And it's claimed, what is it? You can use it for your hair and your face, which is for both of them. And it contains a bunch of things that I can't pronounce. Procyanidin, catechinin, flavonoid. It offers antioxidants, hydrates the skin, and is claimed to help restore a radiant tone. So it is cold pressed virgin African Marula oil, which is 100% refined. I have used this. I've only used it once. I used it at night, and I do have to say that it does make my skin very soft, but when I woke up in the morning it was still sitting on my skin, whereas when I've used other oils it kind of just sinks into my skin and I wake up in the morning with a nice soft finish rather than me having to wash the oil off the following morning. But again, I've only used it the one time, so sometimes little messy things like that can still have a lot of beneficial properties, so it's just a matter of waiting game really. And then this is the Moroccan Argan Seed Oil. Again, a bunch of words I don't understand, but then it says the oil supports healthy skin and reduces the appearance of flaking. It also adds a soft sheen and strength to the hair. I mean, many of you know what Moroccan Argan Oil is. There's so many products out there that contain this. It's like the fashionable oil, or it has been the fashionable kind of oil over the past few years, but I've never tried the 100% version of it, so I will be interested to see how this performs. And then the last thing to show you guys is this high adherence silicone primer, and this only costs £3.90, so this is the cheapest thing that I've shown you out of everything so far. So it is, as it says, it's a primer to use underneath your makeup. I have used this, or I've been using it every day since I've got it, and I'm genuinely really impressed with it. I'm really happy with it. I feel that it makes my skin feel nice and soft. It keeps my makeup in place all day as well. I don't get extra shine as well, so I am generally quite happy with this. And what it states is, featuring advanced adaptive silicones, this pore minimizing primer ensures that makeup adheres for longer, so you can prolong the staying power of your masterful handiwork with a flawlessly finished base. Mattifying yet hydrating, this high performance primer can be worn alone or under makeup to blur imperfections and create an airbrushed finish. I do have to say that I agree with this. Yes, it is mattifying but hydrating. I find that my makeup stays quite matte throughout the day, even after 12 hours, yet my skin does not feel dry, it does not flake, it does not cake. So that is where that whole mattifying yet hydrating line comes in. So that's it for my haul of the Ordinary skincare and makeup. I'd be really interested to hear other people's thoughts, because I know that, like I said, it's been around for a little while. It's still quite a new brand, but a lot of people have tried it. Let me know what your thoughts are below. Just for reference, I've got normal to combination skin, so I'm generally get a little bit oily in my T-zone area, and the rest is normally okay. I have slightly sensitive skin as well because I suffer from rhinitis. I take an antihistamine every single day, and I have done for the past year and a half, I'd say. So certain things can bring up my allergies, but I don't find that any of these have caused me any problems. I generally don't get spots. Any scars and things that you can see on my face is from teenage acne, which I explained in a video called I Hate My Skin. Feel free to check it out. But yeah, other than that, so that's what my skin type is like anyway. So let me know what your thoughts are below. What else can I say? Oh, because I know you guys always ask about my lipstick, and I always put it in my video, and I always put it in the info bar, but people still they just skip through. Anyway, I'm wearing Lime Crime's Cosmo Pop mixed with Geranium. I thought it'd been so long since I've worn a normal lipstick and I really wanted something kind of peachy, so I just created my own lipstick. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!